So we are going to talk about the wrap-ups. So in almost every module, you will have an assignment called a wrap-up. All right, so whatever module you are working on, you would click on it, 2, 3, 4, etc. So we're just going to click on module 3. All right, so once you open up your module, you will scroll past that overview, those topic folders, and come down to the assignments in green and click on the wrap-up. So for the wrap-ups, there are two parts to the assignments, okay? They're going to take about 2 hours, maybe more, and then you are going to have to complete both part 1 and part 2. Okay, so first let's talk about part 1. So you get to pick an option. You do not have to do all 4. You need to pick one. I would advise that you click on each link and read through the instructions and see which one speaks to you. Maybe there is a topic that you really want to learn more about, or that you enjoyed, or you feel like would be very helpful to you. Whatever the reason is, you get to pick one of these options. Okay, and now for each wrap up, there's going to be different options. So these 4 options are not always going to be the same. So when you do each wrap up, you will see that these options will change and be more focused on whatever you learned in that module. So once you decide what option you want, you will click on the link, read through all of the instructions, and complete it. All right, whatever you need to do. Then you will do part 2. Make sure you read through all the instructions so you know what questions to answer. Okay, you need to write a paragraph for each question that you answer, go into detail, give examples, make sure you're answering the whole question, and all of that stuff. So when you are ready to do that, you've done part 1, you're ready to work on part 2, you are going to come up here and hit Create Journal Entry. Okay, you're gonna title it. So whatever module you're in, module 3 wrap up is our example. And in here, you are going to answer your questions for part 2. Okay, so make sure you're writing part 2 in this text box. Once you have finished with that, you are going to come down here and attach part 1 of the assignment. Okay, so here's my example. All right, so now I have part 2 in the text box. I have part 1 attached, and now I'm going to post my entry. Okay, so now I can come down here if I want to check it, make sure it's there. Okay, here's part 2, here's part 1. All right, so just make sure you're doing both parts, and remember you only have to choose one option for part 1. So one of these, and then part 2. Okay, part 2 in the text box, part 1 is attached. Good luck.